my neighbors have been doing construction for a while, like almost a year, building a new house on an empty lot. And they put up this, basically a porta potty. It's a porta potty so the construction workers can go to the bathroom or whatever. And yesterday they're working on the driveway. So they got like a dump truck, tractor thing, that forklift looking thing, or, like a bobcat. And they move it to the middle of the street, like right in the middle. Like whatever, there's a bunch of trucks around it, and it's like, okay, whatever. There's a porta potty in the middle of the street, but I see that they're working on the driveway, so no big deal. And then randomly, I saw like 3 or 4 different cars, like park, walk in with like a magazine or something, and take a dump, like in a random porta potty in a neighborhood. Like, I was like, who the fuck are these people? And then, like, this dude goes in, he lights a cigarette, he goes in there, he's in there for like 30 minutes, dude, just dumping in a porta potty in the middle of the street. Like, who the fuck does that? I feel like self-love is an interesting concept. Obviously, you should love yourself. But I was listening to this Taoist philosopher seminar thing, and he was saying that it's like not even possible, because the heart is essentially the love tool, and you can't love itself. Made sense in, like a abstract theory, but I think most people need to learn to love themselves more. I don't think they do it enough. I don't think that they put it out into the universe, or even, talk about it and be about it and teach others to do the same. But if you're not able to, that's kind of interesting concept. And obviously, if you can, or you think you can, then you are, aren't you? You've been keeping up on the news. The world's like going through it right now, it seems like. I mean, ever since the beginning of COVID, through it, the economy, the housing market, money, foreign countries. It's just, it's brutal, dude. I don't necessarily understand it, get it, want to get it, have gotten it, don't plan on ever getting it. But, you're constantly informed. You're bombarded with information on what's going on, who's doing this, what company did what, who did that, what country's doing this, where are their bombs, who are their people, what's their army doing, oh my gosh, the celebrities, and they just got married, and they've been married and divorced, already 20 years ago today they got married, but they've been divorced for 10 years. Like, who cares? Why am I getting this information? And then you give it to me, and I remember it, and now I'm talking about it. Jesus! It's not what I wanted. Music, art, movies, books. That's the stuff we like. How do you deal with stress? Do you just push it down? Do you let it out? Do you burn off steam? I think everybody's got a different way. Neither's right or wrong as long as it's handled correctly. No, there is wrong. Obviously, if you're pushing it down and it's causing knots in your stomach, or muscle aches in your back, then that's no bueno. No bueno, senor. No bueno, senor. No bueno, senor. Keep hope alive. Give to the poor. Live generously. Escape cities. Be the best human. Help your loved ones and their loved ones and randoms. Food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, happiness. Watched a couple movies this week. I saw Blind Fury. This is freaking dope, dude. This is on Blu-ray, oldie but goodie. Rutger Hauer. And he basically loses his eyesight in Vietnam and then trains with the Viet Cong on how to be like a ninja with his walking stick. So in his walking stick, he's got a sword. He's just totally blind, tries to save the day. It's pretty good. There's a couple really cheesy parts, and they're so cheesy, I think that they meant for them not to be cheesy, or they just wanted to add that element. It's really good, though. I never saw it, never even heard of it till recently, so I picked it up, and I loved it. So I would check it out if I were you. Also peeped on Netflix. It's called Worth with Michael Keaton, and it's basically a true story, or based on actual fact, about the dude who was in charge of putting a value to people's lives from 9/11. Interesting concept. Actually a really good movie. I really did like it. I never really thought about anything like that before, so to see how they go about it and what they're thinking about it, I would definitely peep it out. It's on Netflix. And I've been reading for a couple weeks, and I didn't even know who this dude was. And now I do. I actually did know him, but I didn't know him by name or face or anything. Talking to Goats by Jim Gray. Dude, this book is so good. It goes into like his life as a broadcaster and dealing with, Muhammad Ali, LeBron, Tom Brady, Jack Nicklaus, Kobe. Dude, he knew Kobe since he was an infant. He did his first interview and his last interview as a professional or as a Laker. And he did the decision with LeBron. He did a bunch of stuff with Muhammad Ali. He was good friends with Julius Erving. He went with the Dream Team to Seoul for the Olympics, the first Dream Team. And it's fabulous read. Even if you don't know him, because I didn't really know who he was, but now I kind of remember him. Well worth it. I'm not a super sports fan, but I enjoy the elites of anything that they do. And it kind of goes into that. He's definitely one in his craft, and it's kind of cool. I would definitely check it out. It's fairly new. It only came out like last year or so. That being said, try your hardest. Do your best. Be the best you. Be gentle. Be humble. Be understanding. Podcast Jebuth.